Before we get it, while we let the poll kind of percolate a little bit over there, I want to get everyone's thoughts about Zach Wilson being traded real quick. O'Leary, we'll start with you, and we'll kind of do like a U around the panel here. What were your thoughts?
I felt the weight of the world lifted off my shoulders today because I won't have to fight against Utah trolls anymore. That's it. Like, I wish the player well. I wanted Zach Wilson in 2021. It very sadly did not work out, but it was very sad that we had to keep fighting this fight for 3 years, and I'm just glad it's over. I wasn't upset. I wasn't happy. I was just genuine relief when it was finally over.
So I was going to go to Jeremy, but I want to hear what Green Bean has to say. Now that Zach's no longer on our team, how do you feel, Green Bean?
Exactly how Matt just said. I can honestly say that it is more relief than anything, but I just don't think it's over. I don't. God forbid the kid throws a touchdown. You know what I mean? Because he's going to beat Stidham. Unless they bring in a quarterback, which they still can. But if he goes out there week 1, runs around, throws it's gonna be the same. Remember the Sam Darnold 3-0 first year?
Oh yeah, or the first touchdown pass that he threw to Robbie Anderson.
Oh my God. Well, and then Terry Bradshaw came out and said he's the best quarterback in the world, and the Jets are the worst organization. Remember all that shit we had to endure?
Yep.
So I brace for that, but at least look, every journey starts with the first step, and the first step was getting him out of here. The Jets, we get to move up a little bit from the 7th to the 6th. What is it? 40, I forget, 49 maybe picks. But we're eating some money. So it's not the greatest thing in the world, but you get a little something, and you get rid of the argument centerpiece. So I'm happy today. I think it's good, and good for Zach. I mean, get the hell out of here. Go with a real offensive guy who thinks he can beat, remake your career. Everybody's happy.
That is incredibly disappointing, Green Bean. I want you to know I was ready for I'm so glad this guy's off my team. Screw him. He sucks. I want nothing but the worst for him. Like, that's how I was expecting. Oh, dude, I was expecting the fired up Green Bean. Like, he's no longer on our team.
I'm sorry to disappoint. Ryan, I've been screaming about it for 3 years. I mean, it all started with me and Matt O'Leary in the upper deck watching the game. That's when it started. I was like, since that day, I've been arguing about Zach Wilson. I don't got anything left in the tank, Ryan. I apologize. I got more left for Mims, I think, than I do for Zach.
Tigo, how you feeling about Zach getting traded?
I think it's somewhere in the middle of both Matt and Green Bean's takes, where it's just like, finally he's gone. I'm never going to have to make another Zach Wilson video until whenever we play him. We play him this year, right? We play the Broncos this year, but this time in New York. So then I'll have to talk about him again. And it's just like, I'm so glad that he's gone, and it's going to be great to if he is the starter, it's going to be really nice. Cause that's going to be Sauce's career game, right? Like, that's going to be the career defining game. He's going to be he's going to get 6 interceptions that game. We're going to get 12 sacks, but I'm worried just that it's Sean Payton. It's the Broncos. Like, what if he goes there and he fixes him? And it's just another thing of well, look what the Jets did. I'm glad he's gone, but I am weary of the future.
Dom, how you feeling on this?
Can I curse?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Fuck him. That's what I said.
There's my co-host.
Listen, because here's the reality, and here's the reality. If I hold any sort of different sentiment, I'm gonna be worrying about or trying to control and worry about something that I have no control over. So I don't want to think about Zach anymore. It was a pick. It ended up being a bad pick. It's over. Fuck him. I don't care about him. I don't care about the Denver Broncos. I don't care about his mother, the MILFs, all that stuff. What I do care about is the fact that we don't have to eat $11 million, right? Now we only have to eat 8.25, and that 2.75 maybe gets us Connor McGovern back as backup depth. Maybe it brings in another depth piece in the safety room or the running back room. So Zach, fuck you. It's done. Let's move on. Turn the page.
Egghead, how you doing down there?
You know, I'm relieved because last night I was on Afterburners as a guest, and I don't know why I did it, but I guaranteed and promised everyone, without question, that come June for training camp, Zach Wilson was not going to be on the roster. I guaranteed and promised it, and literally a day later, it happened, and I'm off the hook, and I don't have to worry about
That's my co-host,
being wrong on that take and making that guarantee. Look, it's long overdue. I'm glad he's gone. He made a fool out of me, and but I learned from it, and I'll never make the mistake again of backing a quarterback who I haven't looked at the proper and appropriate way, which I hope I've discovered how to do now.
Yeah.
Well,
I will say this. Can I add one more thing, Rye? I'm sorry.
Absolutely. Why not?
Listen, the whole in that well, maybe not. I'll hold this thought separately for Trevor Lawrence, but it's clear that the COVID year of the 2021 quarterback played a lot into it, man. Because no one really manned up and became or developed into the player that they were. Maybe they didn't play hard enough, maybe they didn't play enough, maybe they didn't play the right amount of talent. So Joe Douglas still has to wear that scarlet letter on his head that he took the number 2 overall pick, who was a small hair better than Jamarcus Russell. When it's all said and done, he's still got to wear that. But I think the entire class was a miss. I think that the evaluations of the COVID year really, really played a big part. And like you guys all said, it's over now. Be done with them.
Yeah, I have a hard time, like, when people say, like, the biggest bust, I'm totally fine with Zach being in that conversation or being, like, the number 1 bust or whatever.
What's up, guys? Matt O'Leary from Talkin' Jets. If you liked that video, please make sure to subscribe and follow for more New York Jets content.